All right, guys, good morning. Good morning. Welcome aboard to the Morning Note. My name is Carlos Garcia, founder and CEO of Gar Capital. It is Tuesday, June 20th, 2023. Thanks for taking the time out of your day to join me this morning and every morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time here on the YouTube channel. Make sure to like and subscribe our videos so you don't miss anything. We'd love to have you on board. All right, Dow futures down about 98 points off its lows. NASDAQ down about 0.10%. That's really helped with Tesla. It did get a headline this morning that Rivian will be using their superchargers. So let me see if there's what is moving in terms of pre-market this morning. Let's see it. One-day performance. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the pre-market movers this morning on the S&P. What stands out? PayPal. There was a deal that came out with PayPal. And they said they're going to have $2 billion worth of stock buybacks. PayPal has agreed to sell a substantial portion or up to $40 billion euros of its buy now, pay later BNPL loans in Europe to investment firm KKR. So that's why they're up this morning. Again, Tesla, the headline regarding the EV maker Rivian to adopt Tesla's charging standard. So they're up. Nvidia was price upgraded this morning. Apple was also reiterated by Evercore ISI. Philip Morris was upgraded. Amazon was considered a tier 1 pick by, I believe, Morgan Stanley. So again, kind of mixed. It is a new week. And again, we're starting to get towards the tail end of the year. So again, kind of sideways action. Let's go around the horn here. The VIX is up about 0.78%. The dollar is up about 0.08%. S&P down about 0.24. Russell down about 0.16. 3.763 on a 10-year Treasury yield. Crude is down this morning on the China prime loan rate cut last night. Gasoline down about 1.5%. Again, that's really just China demand. Gold is down this morning to 0.85%. Interesting because the dollar is relatively firm, but gold is down. Silver down about 2.24%. Copper down about 0.27%. Dollar yen, we had longs. Well, I don't personally had the setup on the Forex side. I signaled it out, but Nick, my VP, is the one who does the Forex. I don't have Forex on TOS, but it hit break even overnight, but it hit 30 pips before our entry on Friday. So I went ahead and told everybody, hey, listen, I don't expect much from UJ until the close. This was around 3 p.m. on Friday. We have a long U.S. holiday weekend coming. Going to take profits here. Enjoy the snack. 30 pips is what we got. You will take a look and see what the next setup is. Dollar yen, a euro dollar 109.10, pound dollar 127.30, down about 0.43%. Bitcoin's up 26,935, 1735 for Ethereum. They're both up. Again, it's really just due to some talks that we had regarding a crypto exchange backed by Citadel Securities, Fidelity, and Schwab. They start operations. So looks like crypto is definitely going to be in our view since they haven't been getting a lot of love lately. So maybe we get a little rotation into crypto. Let's go ahead and take a look at the day so far. I do got a couple of positions open. I do have Nike calls. They gapped down yesterday, but they were price upgraded overnight as well. If you haven't already, make sure to join us in our Discord server. The live market blog is there for you guys, and it is free for all. If you do sign up for the free plan, that's just the actual market blog. Went ahead and put everything up in regards to the news. We had housing number that came in that beat across the board. Housing starts 1.631 million versus the 1.4 million estimate. Housing starts rise 21.7% month over month. Estimate was down 0.1%. May building permits 1.491 million. That beats the 1.425 million. U.S. May building permits rise 5.2%, higher than the estimated of 0.6. So huge. We got some Federal Reserve speakers. Fed speakers. Bullard speaks at 6:30 in the morning. Williams speaks at 11:45 this morning. Tomorrow we have Powell, who will speak in front of the House Financial Services Committee. That's at 10 a.m. And then he speaks again on Thursday. He speaks at the Senate Banking Committee. So Powell will be speaking this week. Again, the last time we spoke, the markets didn't care. So we just have to see exactly what happens. We got some upgrades, downgrades. I went ahead and posted all of that. So if you are interested, the website is gar.capital, www.gar.capital. Are you looking forward to this week? I am. I always look forward to the week, obviously. It's a new week. It's just short weeks kind of suck. That's the only problem. I mean, it's nice to have a day off. Volumes aren't the best. And I want to go ahead and segue into this. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Feel like I'm in class, right? Good morning, class. Hope everyone had a nice weekend. Let's take a look at the pre-election year seasonality. It's been a little bit since we looked at this. This is the seasonality of stocks based on the pre-election year. We're in 2023. Next year is election year. And you can see that we do get a nice little rise during mid-June. We should get some sideways action and a little bit of fall towards the tail end of June. Nice spike into the beginning of July. Fade a little bit towards the end of July. So far, so good. You could see really has been pretty on point in terms of seasonality. This is the S&P 500. So again, we're in June. Expect a little sideways action, a little bit of a pullback. Again, I know we've been saying it forever. At this point, I mean, the market doesn't give a damn. But again, just expect that we do have at least some kind of a pullback in the cards somehow. I don't know how much of a pullback, but it looks like we should get some based on the seasonality. Good morning, Professor. Right, Professor. I have taught at the University of Maryland online with the MBA students. So the MBA, the Master's Business Program, and they were great. They were excellent. It was all through Zoom. That was really fun. But teaching is something that I enjoy doing. I don't do the masterclass teaching anymore since I do more of the trading and all the analysis and stuff. But I have the VPs that do the teaching, and I taught them all. So if you ever wanted to get taught, my VPs are the one who teach you. But again, I'm the one who taught them. So it's kind of the same thing. And again, any student who has a question, I've always told them, feel free to DM me on Discord. I would love to answer your questions. Seeing Palantir bounce a little bit. Looks like we filled that 1 hour gap this morning. I do have Palantir calls. Got to pull back on a double downgrade. Let's see if we get a bounce here. Let's go and take a look at the open positions, at least what we have. And again, really just holding that trend line. Palantir is just one of those names that I've traded many times, and it likes to drag its feet. It's either going to be immediately, we're going to make money immediately, or it's going to drag its feet. And I think this time is going to drag its feet. So again, as long as we hold this trend line here around 1590 or so, 17 is the strike price. We're looking for 1715. I think we get it this week. Palantir is holding that trend line. In terms of Nike, I also own this as well. Again, we're looking to get back to 114.71. Right here, we were at 30% yesterday. I thought we would get that gap fill. Again, it's kind of that fighting with yourself because we had Caterpillar, we closed too early. Tesla, we closed too early. Boeing, we didn't close because we thought we'd get more. It's kind of like that damned if you do, damned if you don't. So we'll see what Nike does. Again, there is a gap to fill here at 113.51. Most of it, in my opinion, is probably some China news. Again, Nike has a big footprint in China, and they went ahead and lowered the prime interest rate there. So they're trying to stimulate the economy. That's why the China names or anyone that has any kind of China exposure is taking a little bit of a hit today, this morning at least. But so far what we have seen has been a buy the dip market. It just has been. And until we start getting some at least breaking of some decent levels like 40, what is this here, 4,400, maybe we could take a look. So let's place that alert at 4,400 if we do get a breakdown. And the level to break out higher is 4,500. That was the wrong setup. So let me go ahead and put below. We're going to put 4,400. And then if that does break, then we'll take a look at some puts. But until then, if we're just chopping around here, guys, forget the indices, forget futures. You're just not going to get much. And that's what I don't want to do. I don't want to just waste ammo and waste capital on a potential setup. Let's make sure we get a confirmation setup. And it is a short week. We're in between two short weeks. We had Memorial Day. We had 2 weeks of full trading. Then we had Juneteenth holiday. And then guess what, guys? 2 weeks away from July 4th. So kind of, vacation time in a sense, taking some time off. Sure, I understand. But not the best in terms of volume, at least, as we're starting to get into the summer. I think this dip would be worth joining on you on Nike calls. Again, we just have to see where we are. I have to see the volume. And again, it's very difficult to see in the morning because the future setup doesn't hold. Whether it's green, it sells off a little bit. Whether it's red, it gets bought a little bit. So we have to see how we open. And I have to see the volume this morning. Again, after a holiday weekend, again, we're only 2 weeks away from July 4th holiday. And not only that, but this week we really don't have much data. We just had our housing data, which beat, and then we have Powell twice this week and some couple of Fed speakers. That's really it. And then next week, a whole lot of nothing. Let's take a look at Forex Factory and I'll show you. Let's see Forex Factory. We are on the 20th. This is this week. Fed Chair Powell testifies on Wednesday. Fed Chair Powell speaks again on Thursday. Testifies means he talks in front of Congress. Flash manufacturing PMI and services PMI, I guess. Consumer confidence the week after, new home sales. Final GDP next Thursday. I guess that's kind of important unless it's red. And then after that, you have a holiday on the 4th. So, and then you have OPEC meetings, FOMC meetings, that's the meeting minutes, and then you have NFP. So the next 3 weeks, next couple of weeks are going to be pretty quiet in my opinion. But based on seasonality, guys, we should get a little bit of a pullback. Let's see if we get to 4,400. We'll see if we get there. But it's been very difficult to kind of trade this market, at least on dips, just for the fact that, you know, all the dips have been getting bought up. So a couple of headlines that we put on the live blog. If you're interested in more information and joining the blog and all the news and all the analysis that I send, feel free to join us here. Let me go ahead and show you guys the website. Again, gar.capital. You go to pricing here and you go all the way down to get free plan. And then you'll be in the Discord here where I give all the information for you guys. I'll put some charts up, some setups and stuff like that. You wouldn't get signals, but at least you'll get some info that you guys would prefer to have when you are doing your trading for the week. So that's really all I got this morning, guys. I wish I had more, but pretty quiet for the most part. Again, after a holiday, if you traded between holidays, bank holidays, it's not the funnest because you lose a day in a sense. Now, you could always buy time for next week. That's fine. But for the most part, you just don't get a ton of volume, especially the day after. So we'll see what we get this morning. I don't have a lot of expectation this morning. I just want to keep an eye on our positions, see where we are, not add a ton of risk, and then kind of just take it day by day, guys. I wish I could come here and say, yeah, we're going to soar or we're going to tank, but it just doesn't show that. This isn't exactly, you know, inspiring action for a volatility trader like we are. We want volatility up or down, but right now it's not much. Wish I had more for you guys, but let's make sure we make it a great trading Tuesday. We will catch you guys tomorrow for the next morning note. Have a great rest of your day, guys. Cheers.